Hey viewers, you're watching the Savera and I'm Vidhi Joshi. Israel forces carried out a new wave of strikes on Gaza City and Khan Younis, killing at least 25 people and injuring 77 according to the reports. The attacks targeted densely populated neighborhoods, including women and children, and marked a serious escalation in a conflict that continues despite a US brokered ceasefire. Hamas condemned the strikes while the situation on the ground highlighted the fragility of the truce, with civilians bearing the brunt of the renewed violence. The escalation followed Israeli airstrikes a day earlier on a Palestinian refugee camp in southern Lebanon, as reported by the Lebanese Ministry of Public Health. Strikes also hit towns including Anata and Tyre Filsi shortly after earlier attacks killed at least 14 people in Lebanon. The widening of the conflict beyond Gaza heightened regional tensions and underscored the volatility along Israel's northern border. International news agency reported that Israel has carried out 393 attacks on Gaza during the ceasefire period, killing around 280 people and injuring over 670. Last month, Israeli airstrikes killed 9 people after Israel accused Hamas of violating the truce. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office confirmed that he had ordered renewed strikes and notified the United States in advance. Israel officials said that the latest attacks were in response to Hamas fighters allegedly opening fire on Israel's soldiers in Khan Younis. Hamas did not immediately comment, according to the Gaza civil defense spokesperson Mahmoud Basal. Israel strikes hit multiple areas shortly after sunset. A drone strike at Shezaya Junction killed one person and injured several others, while a tank shell struck a home on Mustaha Street, killing another civilian. In Khan Younis, 3 people died when an UNRWA-operated sports club was hit. In Gaza City neighborhood, 10 people, including a woman and a young girl, died when the Ministry of Religious Endowments building was struck. Rescue teams pulled survivors from beneath the rubble and photos show the bodies of 3 children recovered from the scene. Israel broadcaster also reported that the intended targets include the Hamas Zeton battalion commander and the commander of its naval force. Humanitarian conditions in Gaza worsened as the conflict continued. UNICEF warned that heavy flooding and severe rains had left families in catastrophic conditions, while the World Food Program said many residents faced another winter without proper shelter. UNRWA appealed for additional funding, warning that its shortfall threatened the nights and future of millions of Palestinians, and Germany withheld support for extending its mandate, citing a need for verifiable reforms. Tensions increased internationally after a UN spokesperson criticized Netanyahu's public visit to an Israel military outpost, calling it concerning. Just 2 days before the latest escalation, the UN Security Council had endorsed US President Donald Trump's Gaza peace plan, establishing a transitional governing body called the Board of Peace, chaired by Donald Trump, and authorizing an international stabilization force to oversee demilitarization. Donald Trump hailed the move as historic, while Hamas rejected calls for disarmament, insisting it would not surrender weapons without a Palestinian state. Israel's UN ambassador ensured the campaign would continue until Hamas no longer posed a threat. The current conflict stems from the 7 October 2023 Hamas-led attack on southern Israel, which killed about 1,200 people and took 251 hostages. Since then, Israel strikes have killed at least 69,500 people in Gaza, including 280 during the ceasefire, according to the Hamas-run health ministry. With each round of strikes and counterattacks, the ceasefire appears increasingly fragile, leaving civilians in Gaza and Lebanon at severe risk as the conflict intensifies. That's all for now. Stay tuned to the Savera for more updates. Do like, comment and subscribe to the channel.